Well, it's the Rhino. It's the Rhino show tonight. Yeah. Yes, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer from here in Saskatchewan, here in Regina, Saskatchewan, from 40 minutes away from my house by my Tootsies, because I have to Tootsie walk everywhere I goes. This is from Rebellion Brewing Company. It's out on Dudney. And this is a beer that some of you who know me know what I'm going to make fun of. You know what I'm going to make fun of when I pull this up. Well, you should already know because you clicked on the link and the link has the name of the beer. This is Rebellion Brewing Company's Cherry Lambic. Could do this and make it. There we go. That's taller now. It's a Cherry Lambic, guys. Now, for those of you that know me, you know I'm not 100% a beer snob, but I am a beer snob. I've been in the industry off and on for so long that there are things that tweak me a little bit, and this is one of them. This one tweaks me. Do you know what tweaks me on the entire can? Here, I'll give you a hint. It's right here. So a Lambic cannot be made in Canada. A Lambic has to be made in a very precise area, unless things have changed in the 3 or 4 years since I've really been in the industry, since I've worked at any breweries, or since I've worked with any breweries or anything like. A Lambic has to be made in a specific region of Belgium. Just like champagne versus sparkling wine, champagne has to be made in a specific region of France. Just like cognac versus brandy, cognac has to be made in a specific region of Belgium. Lambics have to be made in a specific region of Belgium. Now, Lambics are also usually wild fermented. I don't know if this would be wild fermented unless like you're wildly fermenting it from, there's a big old comment and we will get to that. Unless you're wildly fermenting it from like the industrial area around you, because most breweries are in industrial areas unless you bought them out in agricultural areas. Like if bench brewing made a Lambic, I would be more akin to accept that than if a brewery inside a city made a Lambic. And the only reason I would say that is like bench brewing actually has cool ships in a different building with the windows with slits and stuff, so any wild yeast can come in and help ferment the beer in the cool ship. Anyway, actually, you know what? Before we go on, let's get to the comment, right? Let's kind of be proactive in case more people show up. What do we got here? The Gnarled Branch. Your shirts are a delight, but this lobster one is off the charts. You are very knowledgeable with brews. It's Dave, by the way. Well, yes, thank you, Dave. I love my shirts. Actually, my buddy Chris did call me the Don Cherry of food and drink reviews, and I kind of really liked that. This lobster shirt, when I bought it, I was really excited about it, and then I realized how much of a slob I can be, because every time I wear this damn shirt, within like, other than tonight, within like 15 minutes I have to go change it because something falls. I should never buy shirts with a lot of white. Don Cherry Lambic. Yeah, okay. So, let's get on to the brew a little bit, right? So, let's try and do a little, and I know nothing about beer. That's what the breweries are telling me, you know. There's 9 breweries in town. They were all hiring different. There was even breweries from out of town hiring for inside Regina. I had applied for like 15 different positions within Regina for different breweries, and I had one interview. I really thought I was going to get that job too, and I didn't. 1971 Dudney Avenue, Regina. Rebellion Brewing is located on Treaty 4 land home to the Cree, Ojibwe. I'm sorry to whichever native tribes I'm not going to be able to pronounce. It's because I'm blind and I'm trying to read this. Saltaroo, Dakota, Yakota, and Lakota people, as well as the homeland of the Métis Nation. The last place I was Treaty... I can't remember if it was Treaty 3 or Treaty 5. It was a Manitoba treaty, but the reserve was in Ontario. Very close to the Manitoba border. Ingredients: barley, wheat, hops, water, yeast, and cherries. Based on the classic Belgian Krijk style of Lambic. What the fuck stuck right there? Anyway, I love Krijks. I saw an Innocent Gun Krijk at the store, but it was like $20 and my wife wouldn't let me buy it. But I was really excited. I was like, oh my God. Aged in oak for 1 year, then 3 months on Saskatchewan sour cherries from Over the Hill Orchard. Bright acuity and... I think my puppy pissed on the floor. We've had this dog for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. He's 4 months old already. I've been working with him very much. He cannot hold his piss. He pisses on the floor all the time. He doesn't give you a sign. He's a dog that wants to please. He's a Bernese mountain dog. And this house training thing just is not happening. It's not happening. I've trained dogs most of my life. I've never, even with huskies, I've never had this much trouble housebreaking a dog. But he had no accidents all day with me. And I came down here for about an hour. And in an hour, he's already been outside twice in that hour. And he's pissed both times from what I've been told. And now he pissed on the... But they don't get that what they're doing is screwing with him. Because he pisses on the floor and they put him outside. Well, that's what he wants. He wants to go outside, so he's pissing on the floor. Don't let him go outside. He's pissed on the floor. Clean it up and be like, fuck you. And then let him out later. And if he pisses outside, give him praise. But hey, I'm in the basement doing this. Hello to you too there, Uncle Cracker. Okay, back to the... If Mark or anyone from Rebellion's watching, sorry, life goes on, right? Anyway, bright, acidic, and ripe fruit flavors dance across the palate with every sip. This rare and special treat should be enjoyed whenever you dang well please. I agree with that. Well, I agree that if you really like a beer, it should be enjoyed whenever you dang well please. Sorry that you guys have to look at the top of my head as I try to read. It's a blind thing. I'm sorry. Maybe in a fancy glass with some fancy cheese or not. It's your life. Well, I have a pseudo fancy... I could go get the mug. I could go get the mug to be a real rebel. I'll be a rebel and be like, fuck you, I'm drinking out of a water glass, motherfucker. I'm drinking out of a paper cup. I'm going to go get one of those paper... Anyway, be a rebel. Drink great beer. I don't know if you could say that's a rebel anymore. I think we're coming to a point where a rebel is more drinking the swill or the domestic. And when I say swill, I'm not talking about like Bud and stuff. I'm talking about like the super cheap stuff that you can get. It's even lower grade than Bud and Miller and all that. Domestic or the low grade stuff is probably you being a rebel to what's acceptable now. Actually, the low grade stuff probably more so than the domestic. Rebel Brewing is low... Oh, we already got that one. Be a good wingman. Don't let friends drive drunk. And I fully agree with that. So already I've made fun of the one thing I wanted to make fun of. This has gone on for a while. Let's get into it. I think this was bought as a single. Oh my God. That's what I want to see when you tell me I have a cherry beer. I did do a blueberry beer earlier tonight. A blueberry beer that was like blueberry wheat. And it was gold. It was gold as gold could be. And I was like, this is not a fucking blueberry beer, motherfuckers. I did see there was a comment. We will get to the comment. I see that you're looking at my papers and stuff here. Let's just move those over. Let's bring this forward a little bit. So that is exactly what you'd expect from a cherry beer all the way through. I don't know if the camera's picking it up well because I am blind and I can't see that far, but it is a beautiful pink head. It's fading rather quickly, so we could probably get some more in there to create some more head. Come on, head up, head up, head up, head up. So a beautiful pink head, beautiful ruby red color. Like, that looks great. I'm not a big fan of how loud some of the Rebellion cans can be, but this Rebellion can is not all that loud, so I'm actually okay with it. I really hope this is a good beer, and if it is, I really hope I bought a 4-pack of it, because I don't remember if this was a 4-pack or not. Because I did find some singles at Sobeys Liquor, so I don't know. But there you go. Is that not a beautiful beer? I mean, you don't even have to look at my face anymore. That has some hazy craziness. That is a beautiful looking brewski. Let's move this, and let's move this. Let's grab this. Let's see if there was any comments while I was talking. A heart from the gnarled branch. Wow, what a nice cherry red. I full-heartedly fucking agree. PBR Busch Light, Natty Light. Yes, agree. Okay. So we will start our scent test. And we'll start it out of the can, because the can's right here. First and foremost, I don't know if this chair is not level or if it's the Regina ground, because no house in Regina is level after a couple years because it's all on clay and everything shifts. And this is a 100-year-old house. It's in weird angles everywhere. But when I go, I can feel the fucking box. That needs to go out to the recycling. I can feel but I don't know if it's the cheap Amazon chair or if it's the ground. But my God, does that smell nice. Now, it was aged, how many months did they say in a barrel? No, 1 year. Aged in oak for a year, then 3 months with Saskatchewan cherries. The cherries pop, but the oak is, out of the can at least, dropping a beautiful, and I mean beautiful, vanilla flavor, a slight burnt wood, and a little bit of coconut. Oh my God, does that smell good. Now, out of the glass. Okay. Out of the glass, it's the exact same thing. Oh my. What this reminds me of is a beer I've had once from my buddy John at Nickelbrook. And that was I bought more than one of them, but I've only been able to find it the one time he made it. Oh, I'm sure he made it more than once, but I mean, I was only able to get bottles of it once. And that is Unique, which was his cherry lambic. And I made fun of his cherry lambic for the same thing. You're not a lambic, John. But it was an amazing fucking beer. And the paradigms I'm getting from smelling this is the exact same. It's cherry, it's vanilla, it's coconut, it's a little bit of toasted wood. I'm so excited. I really am. I'm more excited about this than the first time my wife took her clothes off. Hopefully I said that low enough that you didn't hear what I just said. Because somebody will tell her. Slanche. my box a little bit so I can do this. That is fucking excellent. That is... I need to know, 1 second. Is there... No... 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 Damn it. This was a single. This was a damn single. I bought a single of this. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. This is... This is so good. Vanilla, coconut, toasted wood, deep, dark, sour cherry, and rich, fresh, sweet cherry, all popping on this. My lord. That is a nice, nice beer. The sour just blows up in the back of the palate after you get the toasted wood, after you get the vanilla, after you get the coconut. The cherry comes in and it's that fresh, sweet cherry flavor. And then it's like, boom! And it's sour cherry all the way through, but the vanilla and the toasted wood follow through all the way to the finish. And then the sourness fades off, and all you're left with is a slightly neutral oak tongue depressor, like dryness on the back of the tongue, which makes it very Moorish. .5% alcohol by volume. I wouldn't say it's 6.5. It's a very, very dangerous beer. I would guess that if I was guessing. I would guess that in the 5 to 5.7 range. And I know it's like, oh, well, 0.8 isn't that big of a difference. You're right, it isn't, but it is at the same time. Shut up, Dave. Shut up. James Reddy, old Milwaukee Ice. That is... The acidity is what gets this, though. Very tannic. There's a lot of cherry tannins coming through. There's a lot of oak tannins coming through. It is too rich and too tannic to drink more than one of them. Like, I wouldn't sit down and have like 2 or 3 of these in a night. I wouldn't. This would probably be either the one beer I had in the day. If I was having just one, this would be it. Or if I was having 2 or 3, this would be the final beer, because it's just so pop right in the mouth, right? It's not something you want to be playing with after the fact or anything like that. It drinks so well. It drinks so well. The tannic and the acidic is what makes it that it's not sessionable. But my God, does it taste good. Again, all the flavors you'd expect to get from a barrel. I don't know if this was just, just a regular oak barrel, if it was just a re-coopered oak barrel, if it was an oak barrel that had something in it, because all it says is a year in oak. And it gives off those woody characteristics, but it's not giving off like specific... it's not giving off specific spirits characteristics. So, I mean, if this was aged in in an oak barrel that had well, it just says aged in oak for a year. It doesn't even necessarily mean a barrel. I mean, how did Innocent Gun started in barrels, and then they started their oakerator, where they had this thing that circulated the beer over the oak for months at a time. And I mean, there's other guys that just take oak chips and throw them in the fermenter, and then when they're done, they like scoop them out and throw them out. So I mean, this could just be oak chips at the bottom. This could have been an oak barrel. This could have been some weird way of doing it. I don't know how they brewed it, but it's not coming off as a spirit was in it. It's coming off as it was just plain oak, because you're just getting vanilla. Well, I'm just getting vanilla, an oakiness, a roastiness, and a coconut note. All that being said, that is a fucking good beer. It's probably the best beer I've had since coming to Saskatchewan. This is coming from a company this was the company I really wanted the job with. It was their taproom manager. And I'm really sad I didn't get it, but I can't hold it against them. They make some great beer. I wouldn't hold it against them anyway. I'm not that shallow. I might make jokes about being that shallow, but I'm not really that shallow. But job would have solved a lot of my problems. Their job would have. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's a great beer. That really is. Best beer I've had by them so far. And as much as I want to make fun of the Lambic, I've already done what I wanted to do with the Lambic. I will say the acidity is a little harsh, but it's kind of what I expected out of the beer. 9.5 out of 10. I love that. That is great. Dial the acidity down a little bit so that you don't get that like attack in the pit of your stomach, and that would be a 10 out of 10. I don't know if they can dial down that acidity at all, but that's all they need for this beer to be perfect, is that acidity to be pulled back just a little bit, and that's the perfect beer. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Au revoir. A bientôt. See you soon. Oh wait, we've had some comments, so as usual we will have to get to them. Gnarled Branch, how much was it? And Perfect Oak, how much was it? If I bought it as a single, it would have been somewhere in the $3.99 to $5.99 range, because that's about the price of a single can of beer in Saskatchewan that is made here in Saskatchewan. So somewhere between $4 and $6, maybe $7. I've seen 1 or 2 beers from Saskatchewan at $7 a can. Most things sell in 4-packs. I don't know if it's a full-on licensing thing, because when I go into like a Sobeys Liquor, or I go into an Urban Cellars or something like that, there's always a few cans that are singles. So I don't think. At first I thought it must be a licensing thing, because whenever I looked online, everybody was selling everything by 4-packs. But when I went in, they had a bunch of singles. Now, was it they had singles because somebody bought 1 can for the try before? Because this is the thing they have that Ontario doesn't. They have like a try before you buy. So that every bottle shop I've walked into, again, they don't just sell beer. They'll sell beer, wine, and liquor. But they have like a bar in the center where you can go and like try something before you buy a 4-pack of it, which is amazing, because you don't get that in Ontario. You don't get like a try before you buy spot in the LCBO, at least not that I've ever seen. And I mean, that could really change how you buy things. You could be like, oh my God, this is amazing. But whatevs, right? Whatevs. Yeah, I really liked the beer. Oh, there's another comment, so we'll have to get to that before we go. This is the problem with doing these live, right? You guys can keep talking to me, and then I have to keep going. Not at all. That's remarkable and a game changer. I agree, especially when you have to buy them as 4-packs. Now, I haven't done a lot of research into it. I don't know how much it costs to do the try before you buy thing. But I really like seeing it. when I was at Urban Cellars, there was so many beers I wanted to buy, but again, at between 15.99 and 17.99 a 4-pack, it's going to be really hard to keep this channel going unless I'm mostly focusing on local Regina brews, because I can get them as singles at the breweries, or if I have people sending me things. I have a few people that have sent me, hey, can you review this? Can you review that? Can you review... I'm not in Ontario anymore, man. I know I'm in a city. I have the Rhino Roost going on again, all this stuff, but I don't have access to everything I used to have access to. I'm still in a very niche market with a very low population, and I've noticed a great deal that if it's not from Manitoba, Saskatchewan, or Alberta, the taxation on the beer makes it insane. There's 4-packs of there is singles of cans of Flying Monkeys products, but they're like $9 a can. And I'm like, ooh, my butt just puckered, because I'm used to going in and buying a can of Flying Monkey stuff for like $3.50, $4. But again, I've been out of the beer market for so long, I don't even know what the Ontario beer market is price-wise currently. But all that being said, it was great talking to you guys. We will be going live tomorrow, so if anyone wants to be part of the panel, and you have some some headphones and all that, get me a message out. I will get you the address so you can join. Because again, I've always been open to anybody joining at least once. Maybe you'll never be invited back. It's only happened a couple times that people weren't invited back. But for the most part, I want to interact with you. I want you to interact with me. Come on, let's do this. But yeah, so we'll go live tomorrow night, probably 8 p.m. my time, which for most of my viewers who are mostly in Ontario, that would be 9 p.m. your time. If you don't join, I got it. I get it. It's later for you. But that's the way it's going to go. Thank you, guys. And yeah. What have I done? What have I done? Bye-bye.